you'll be speechless when you hear who's in love with you. A broken bar. Archangel Michael says, I have a message for you, a message wrapped in love, clarity, and divine guidance. It is a message that will open your heart and awaken your spirit. Today, you will hear truths that you may have sensed but never fully understood. Today, you will feel the gentle brush of someone's affection, someone who has held their love quietly, patiently, and profoundly. First, breathe. Let your mind be still. The world around you may be noisy, but now, in this moment, it is only you and the truth of your heart. There is a soul connected to yours, a soul that has been watching, caring, and silently hoping you notice them. It is not always the one you expected, nor the one you thought was closey. It is someone whose love has been waiting for the right moment to show itself. You may ask, Archangel Michael, how do I know it is real? Listen with your heart. Feel the warmth that rises when you think of certain people. That flutter in your chest, that inexplicable joy when they appear in your thoughts or in your life. Here, that is a whisper of the love that is waiting for you. It may be subtle, quiet, and gentle, yet it is powerful. It is patient, never rushing, yet persistent, ever present. This love is not about grand gestures or dramatic confessions. It is about the quiet moments where you feel seen, truly seen. This is the person who notices the smallest details about you, the way your eyes light up when you talk about your passions, the laugh that escapes you when you are genuinely happy, the way your energy shifts when you are with people who drain you. They understand you without words, and they accept you fully, exactly as you are. Do not rush to find them in the obvious places. Often, the love that leaves us speechless is the love that grows slowly, nurtured in friendship, trust, and shared experiences. It may have been someone you have known for a long time, someone whose presence feels like home, even when nothing extraordinary happens. Their love may have been quiet, yet it has been steadfast. They have watched over your heart silently, protecting it, wishing to bring light into your life without causing confusion or fear. You will notice it in small signs. Perhaps a message at the exact moment you were thinking of them. Perhaps their laughter echoes in your mind long after they are gone. Perhaps a shared glance or a subtle touch awakens a warmth that you cannot ignore. These are not coincidences. These are gentle nudges from the universe, guiding you toward recognition of a love that is real, patient, and deeply rooted in the soul. Many of you may feel uncertainty. You may doubt whether this love is true, whether it is meant for you, whether you are ready. I tell you now, love does not demand perfection, nor does it require readiness. Love is not bound by timing, it is bound by connection, by resonance, by the invisible threads that tie two souls together. Trust that these threads are strong. Trust that the soul that loves you sees your essence, and in that seeing, chooses you every day. This is also a time to release fear. Fear may have kept you from noticing this love. fear may have whispered that no one could love you fully, that perhaps this is just imagination, or that love is meant to be distant and fleeting. Archangel Michael tells you now, cast that fear aside. Open your heart, not recklessly, but courageously. The person who loves you is waiting, not to overwhelm you, but to meet you where you are, tenderly and authentically. You may also feel confusion. Perhaps you have suspected, perhaps you have wondered, perhaps you have even ignored certain signs. That is natural. Our hearts often try to protect themselves from disappointment. But the universe is patient. Love is patient. And now, the timing has aligned for you to recognize what has been quietly present all along. Watch for moments of clarity. When you feel the stirrings of recognition, of intuition, of the unspoken connection between you and this soul, do not shy away. This love is not meant to be hidden. It is not meant to be doubted. It is meant to be acknowledged, honored, and embraced. Many of you have been searching externally, looking for signals from the outside world. But the love that will leave you speechless is often found internally first. It is felt in your energy, in the resonance of your spirit with another. It is felt when your heart skips a beat, not because of theatrics, but because your soul recognizes a home, a familiar presence that has been quietly loving you all along. And so, I ask you to prepare. Prepare to receive this love with an open heart. Prepare to see beyond appearances, beyond expectations, beyond what you thought you knew about love. Prepare to meet someone whose affection has been steady, who has been faithful to their feelings, and whose intentions are pure. Notice the synchronicities around you. Notice the subtle nudges, the coincidences that feel too perfect to ignore. Notice the moments that leave you feeling unexpectedly joyful, warm, or calm in their presence. These are the signals, the footprints of love reaching toward you. Remember, love that leaves you speechless is often the love that has been quiet, unwavering, and patient. It does not need to shout. It does not need to announce itself. It simply exists, strong and real, waiting for the moment when you are ready to truly see it. And when you do, when recognition dawns and your heart awakens to this quiet yet profound connection, you will realize that love is not always what we expect. Sometimes, the greatest love is found in the most unexpected places, in the most familiar faces, in the hearts that have patiently waited for us to notice them. Your journey toward this love may have been long, but it was never wasted. Every experience, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt has led you to this point, a point where you can recognize the sincerity, depth, and beauty of a love that has always been yours to receive. Trust this process. Trust your heart. And when the moment arrives, embrace it fully. Do not let hesitation or fear cloud your experience. Allow yourself to be seen, to be cherished, to be loved in a way that may leave you completely speechless, but in the most beautiful and affirming way possible. And remember, the person who loves you silently has chosen you every single day, even when you didn't know it. Archangel Michael says, "Now, let us explore the feelings that may arise as this love begins to make itself known to you. You may feel excitement, a rush of warmth in your chest, and perhaps a fluttering in your stomach. These sensations are natural. They are the body's way of signaling that your heart is recognizing something extraordinary. But do not be afraid if you also feel hesitation. That is normal too. The heart is careful, wise, and protective, and it wants to ensure that this love is genuine. Pay attention to your dreams. Dreams are not just random images or fleeting thoughts, they are messages from your soul, from the universe, and yes, even from the spirit of the one who loves you. You may dream of laughter, of simple gestures, of moments you have shared or will share. These dreams are gentle confirmations of the connection you have with this person, a connection that cannot be fully explained by words alone. You may also notice a sense of copyright vu, moments where time seems to pause, and you feel a strong familiarity with someone. That is the recognition of souls. It is a signal that the bond you share is not accidental. It is deeper than physical attraction. It is a connection that has layers, depth, and history, even if that history exists only in the soul realm. This love will also reveal itself in subtle ways through communication. It may be a simple message, a kind word, a listening ear when you needed it most. It may be laughter shared over something small, or silence that feels comforting rather than empty. Notice how you feel in their presence. Do you feel lighter, calmer, more like yourself? That is a sign. That is the resonance of true love gently revealing itself. Do not ignore your intuition. Often, the heart knows before the mind does. You may find yourself drawn to this person in ways that feel inexplicable. Perhaps you suddenly notice their patterns, their presence, or their voice more than before. Perhaps you feel a pull, a magnetic attraction that goes beyond physical desire. This is the soul recognizing what it has been searching for all along. You may ask, Archangel Michael, what if I have overlooked this person before? Fear not. Love does not operate on schedules or deadlines. Timing is divine, and sometimes we are not ready to see what has been in front of us all along. But now, the universe is aligning the right energies, moments, and opportunities for recognition. The time has come for this love to make itself known, for your heart to awaken to what has always existed. As you continue to observe and sense this energy, notice how it influences your choices. Love that is true encourages growth, inspires hope, and nurtures the best version of you. It does not demand change, but it motivates alignment with your highest self. The person who loves you deeply will not only cherish who you are today but also support who you are becoming tomorrow. Do not compare this love to past experiences. The love that leaves you speechless is not about drama, intensity, or fleeting passion. It is steady, reliable, and authentic. you will find that the moments shared are simple yet profound. A smile, a glance, a word of encouragement, these become treasures. You may realize that love does not need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes, silence carries more depth than any proclamation ever could. At times, you may feel a mixture of fear and excitement. That is your heart adjusting to a new reality. Fear is natural. It whispers of past wounds, of disappointments, of times when love did not feel safe. But remember, the person who loves you has come not to repeat old patterns, but to heal, support, and cherish. Allow yourself to trust this process. Let go of assumptions, and open yourself to the possibility that love can be gentle, pure, and unshakably faithful. You may also notice changes in how you perceive yourself. Love has the power to awaken confidence, self-respect, and a sense of worthiness. The love that leaves you speechless is not just about being adored by an author. It is about realizing your own value, your own capacity to give and receive love fully. This love mirrors back to you the beauty, kindness, and light that have always existed within your soul. Pay attention to the signs the universe places in your path. Perhaps certain songs, quotes, or moments of synchronicity seem to point toward this person. Perhaps memories surface that make you smile or feel a gentle pull toward connection. These are the breadcrumbs leading you to awareness. The universe is conspiring, quietly nudging you toward recognition, and you must be open to noticing these subtle clues. Sometimes, love manifests in patience. Perhaps this person is not rushing to confess, not pushing for your attention, but quietly remaining present. This is a profound sign of respect and genuine care. Love that endures silently often outlasts fleeting passions. It grows slowly, organically, like a tree whose roots run deep beneath the surface, unseen but strong enough to withstand any storm. And now, I invite you to imagine a future where this love is fully recognized. Imagine conversations flowing effortlessly, moments shared without hesitation, laughter that fills your spirit, and warmth that wraps around your heart like a protective embrace. See yourself stepping into a space of mutual understanding, acceptance, and joy. Know that this is possible because love that leaves you speechless is rooted in truth, patience, and devotion. Archangel Michael assures you that the universe has prepared this moment. The soul that loves you has prepared this moment. And your heart, if open and willing, will recognize it instantly. You do not need to force it, chase it, or demand it. You only need to be present, receptive, and courageous enough to acknowledge what has always been patiently waiting for your awareness. As this love begins to unfold, honor it. Do not rush it, do not question it excessively, and do not let fear overshadow it. Allow it to grow naturally, in its own divine timing. Watch the small details, the gentle gestures, and the moments of true connection. They are the markers of a love that is meant to endure, a love that will leave you completely speechless in its beauty and authenticity. Archangel Michael says, Now, let us speak about the courage required to fully embrace this love. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to act despite fear. You may feel vulnerable as your heart opens, as your soul recognizes someone who has loved you quietly all this time. That vulnerability is not weakness, it is proof that your heart is alive, receptive, and capable of profound connection. You may ask, what if I misread the signs? Archangel Michael assures you, your intuition is strong. Your heart knows more than your mind can calculate. The small, seemingly insignificant moments are the lingering glance, the unspoken care, the way someone prioritizes your happiness without fanfare. These are the whispers of love. They are subtle, yet unmistakable for those willing to notice. Love is not always dramatic. Often, it is the quiet consistency that speaks the loudest. The person who loves you silently may not shout their feelings from rooftops, but they will show up when it matters, offer support when it is needed, and hold space for your heart without judgment. This is love in its purest form, patient, steady, and profoundly respectful. Now, consider your own heart. Are you ready to receive this love without fear, without doubt, without conditions? The person who loves you does not seek to change you, they seek only to be present with you, to cherish your essence, and to witness your journey. To accept this love fully, you must release old fears, old heartbreaks, and old assumptions about what love should look like. Open yourself to the possibility that love can be simple, quiet, and yet transformative. You may notice that as you become more aware of this love, your own actions and energy begin to shift. Perhaps you feel more patient, more compassionate, more joyful. Perhaps your outlook on relationships changes, and you begin to notice the beauty in subtle gestures, in small acts of kindness, in shared moments of understanding. Love has this power, it awakens the best within you, reflecting back your own capacity for connection, empathy, and joy. There will be moments of hesitation. There will be times when old doubts try to creep in. Remember that fear is natural, but it does not define the path of your heart. Archangel Michael encourages you to step forward gently, trust the signs, and allow your heart to lead. The love that leaves you speechless will not rush or force you, it will wait patiently for recognition, but it will not remain hidden forever. Notice the small ways this person may show their affection. Perhaps they remember tiny details about your life. Perhaps they go out of their way to bring a smile to your face. Perhaps their energy seems to harmonize with yours, bringing calm, joy, and comfort. These are the hallmarks of a love that is enduring, sincere, and quietly transformative. You may also find that this love challenges you in subtle ways. Not in harmful ways, but in ways that encourage growth. Perhaps it teaches you patience, vulnerability, or trust. Perhaps it shows you the beauty of allowing someone to care deeply for you without questioning their intentions. Love that leaves you speechless is as much about transformation as it is about connection. It calls forth the best version of yourself. Do not underestimate the power of timing. The universe works in ways that are often invisible to us. Perhaps you have known this person for years and never realized the depth of their affection. Perhaps circumstances have kept you apart. But now, the alignment is here. The energy is right. The path is open. All that is required is recognition and openness from your heart. And when recognition comes, you may feel a surge of emotions, a joy, relief, awe, and sometimes disbelief. These feelings are normal. They are the soul's way of saying, I have waited, and now am I seen. Allow yourself to feel fully. Let the emotion wash over you. Let it affirm the truth you have always sensed but may not have fully acknowledged. As you move forward, consider this: love that leaves you speechless is not about possession. It is about presence. It is not about control, but about connection. It is not about expectation, but about understanding. To embrace this love fully, you must be willing to allow it to flow naturally, without forcing outcomes, without demanding proof, and without imposing timelines. Notice the ways in which this love brings light into your life. Perhaps it inspires creativity, laughter, or a renewed sense of hope. Perhaps it helps you see beauty in ordinary moments. Perhaps it teaches you patience, acceptance, or the joy of shared silence. These are the gifts of a love that is deep, enduring, and profoundly meaningful. Remember that the person who loves you is not perfect, they are human, as are you. But their love is intentional, consistent, and rooted in a desire to honor you as you are. They will not seek to mold you into someone else, nor will they demand more than you are willing or able to give. Their love is an offering, a gentle invitation to receive, trust, and cherish. And so, Archangel Michael invites you to prepare your heart. Prepare to meet love not with hesitation, but with courage. Prepare to recognize the quiet, unwavering affection that has been patiently waiting for you. Prepare to embrace connection, understanding, and joy in its most authentic and gentle form.